Hi. I'm looking in First Thessalonians. I actually read the whole book today. And I underlined in my Bible the word love. It's a repeated theme. I even looked it up in the Bible Hub app and wanted to know what kind of love it was. This is love, agape love. Almost every time Paul talks about love in this book, he's referring to the love of God, the pure love, the unselfish love. But what really stood out to me is that he bragged on their love and told them to grow in it. Look at this. Okay. 1 Thessalonians 1, verse 3. And he said that he was thanking God for them, constantly bearing in mind their work of faith and labor of love. Right at the outset, he's already saying, I know you guys love. When I pray for you, that's what I think about. Then, in chapter 3, verse 6, Paul was telling them he really missed them. He wanted to be with them. It wasn't working out. So he sent Timothy. Oh, excuse me. He sent Timothy to check up on them and see how they were doing. And Timothy came back and brought good news of their faith and love. Now, in verse 11 of chapter 3, he starts kind of exhorting them. Here's what he says is important for them. May our God and Father himself and Jesus our Lord direct our way to you. I want to come see you again. And may the Lord cause you to increase and abound in love for one another and for all people. The good news of their faith and love. He thinks of love when he thinks of them. But may the Lord cause your love to grow. Then in chapter 4, verse 9, he says, now as to the love of the brethren, this is actually the only time in the chapter where love was a different word from the agape love. This was phileo, which means brotherly love, hence the interpretation, the love of the brethren. As for loving the brothers, you don't even need for anybody to write to you. God's teaching you to love each other. Okay. Then chapter 5, verse 8. Let us be sober, having put on the breastplate of faith and love. Verse 13. He's talking about the people who work among them, telling them, esteem them highly in love. I think we get into the mindset that eventually we're going to be perfect, flawless here on earth. That we're going to reach some sort of super level of Christianity where we've made it. But Paul is telling these people, you're experts at loving others. When I hear about what's going on with you, it's about your love. When I think about you, it's about love. You don't even need me to teach you how to love each other because you're already doing it. But don't think you've arrived. You need to increase and abound in love more. You need to wear love over your heart as a protector. This is not something that you achieve and you've got the high score and it's going to stay that way. You have to keep growing in love, just like the Thessalonians. And that's part of their relationship with God, right? Think about somebody that you love. You just, right away, you love them and that's all the love that you ever feel for them? Not really. The nature of it is, as you grow in your relationship with somebody, your love for them grows. Love doesn't have a limitation. There's no maximum in human love. Love is made to grow. And you know what? When I have completed a project, achieved a goal, it feels really good. But also, it's kind of like, now what do I do? Honestly, in this earthly life, I don't think we were made. Clearly, we were not made to reach the top and coast the rest of the way. We always have the goal of spending eternity with Jesus, the goal of helping others to know him. And we always can grow in love. There's no room to be cocky. There's always room for growth. And I'm not sorry. I like the growth. When I've mastered something, it starts to get boring. I mean, it depends what it is, right? But in general, like in my career, when I feel like, okay, I've got this job down, I know exactly how to do it, I've got my routines, it starts to get boring. But this is not a job. This is a relationship. This is a relationship with Jesus Christ, and it is a relationship with other people. Whether they believe in Jesus with you or whether they don't, you need to grow in your love for them. I need to grow in love. And of course, Jesus is right beside us, teaching us. You yourselves are taught by God to love one another. Let God teach you. Keep your heart tender. Grow in love.